So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Redmanx TV. I hope you guys are all staying safe and sound wherever you are. In today's video, I'll be previewing the game between Fulham taking on Manchester United this Wednesday in the Premier League. So make sure you guys do smash a like on the video. Make sure you guys do leave your thoughts and score predictions going into the game in the comment section. And most importantly, make sure to subscribe to Redmanx TV. Hit the red button for more content like this. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and let's get on to the preview. So guys, Manchester United had a chance to bounce back from the Liverpool game this Wednesday as we head to Craven Cottage to take on a struggling Fulham side who sit in the relegation zone. And of course, going into the game, Manchester United are favourites to win this and we should be walking away with 3 points. But we can't take Fulham lately. They've been picking up a bit of form recently. They haven't won in the last 5 games, but they've been looking a lot better and the players have been stepping up. So I'll talk about them a bit later. But of course, I want to discuss something from the Liverpool game because I do feel and we should have been walking away with 3 points from that game. I don't know what you guys feel. Maybe a point was fair. But with the chances we had, I felt towards the end of the game, we should have been walking away with 3 points. And imagine that, ruining the Anfield record that Liverpool have, right at the end. But it wasn't to be. We had a few chances. But the things I want to talk about is that a lot of people are moaning about this. But, Bruno Fernandes was getting a lot of hate after that game. And so was Marcus Rashford. But you have to realise, them two have been carrying our attack. Martial hasn't got going yet. I'm sure when he does get going, he'll be scoring more and more goals towards the end of the season. But Rashford and Bruno have been carrying our attack. And after 1 or 2 games where they haven't been performing, you can't get on their back. They're allowed to have droughts. Just because Bruno Fernandes isn't scoring or assisting doesn't mean he's playing bad. There's some games where, in big games, if, for example, the City and Liverpool game, he's not stepping up. He hasn't been good enough, and we can criticise him on that. But there's games where he's been playing good, and he hasn't scored and assisted. And, you're saying that he's had a bad game, but he's played well. Like, you can't set a standard on a type of guy just because he doesn't score or assist. It's not right for me, and you've got to respect what Bruno Fernandes has done for this club. He's carried us. The amount of goals and assists he's got, the way he gets his team going. We have to appreciate him and we can't be on his back after 1 or 2 bad games. These players are allowed droughts. There's games where Sterling hasn't played good. There's games where De Bruyne hasn't been at it. You can't criticise a guy just because he hasn't had 1 or 2. He's had 1 or 2 bad games and he hasn't scored or assisted. It's pathetic for me, and you have to appreciate what those two have done for us in the attack. Because without Rashford and Bruno in that attack, where do we score? Where do we get the goals? Where do the goals come from? And it's just pathetic. So I just want to get that off my back. But there was also a thing that Paul Pogba, of course, came out in these changing rooms, and he said he'd take it. It's his. He took the blame because he had that chance towards the end where he should have scored, and he was furious with himself. And apparently a lot of other players and staff were furious that we didn't walk away with the 3 points. As am I, to be honest. I'm not furious, but we should have taken away the 3 points. But it is what it is, and this point could be valuable if we win our next couple of games, or it could be a valuable point when we look back on it at the end of the season. But we'll have to see where we are then. I don't expect to be near the top because there's a lot of teams now challenging. Man City have come out absolutely nowhere and are now in the title race, of course, with a game in hand. They could come above us. And you also have Liverpool are still in there, Leicester, who are second now and could go top tonight if they beat Chelsea, which is a tough ask, but they could do it. The form Chelsea are on, and apparently Lampard could get sacked after that game as well, so I'll have to see what develops after that game. So Leicester could go top tonight. Everton are in a title race. Don't count them out because, they're 4th, I think, and can take over Liverpool with a win in the next game. So, it's all in there. Arsenal are climbing back up there now. Do I think they'll be in it? No. Do I think Chelsea will be in it? No. Only if they, find a bit of form again. But it's a very, very good season in the Premier League. Everything's so close. The relegation zone, is even closer as well. So, hopefully we'll be there by the end of the year, but we'll have to wait and see. But tell me your thoughts on that, and tell me your top 4, and tell me who you think's going to win the Premier League. So, talking about Manchester United more and more now, it is crucial that we go to Fulham and pick up a win. It is crucial. I think our next 5 games are Fulham, Sheffield United, Arsenal, Southampton, Everton. All very favourable games. Of course, Arsenal are, finding a bit of form now and will probably struggle against them. But Fulham, I want to expect 3 points. Sheffield, we should be expecting 3 points with the form they're on. They've caused us problems before, but we should be expecting 3 points. Everton, we beat them last time, we should be expecting 3 points. And Southampton should be expecting 3 points, but it's going to be a tough ask for the Everton and Southampton game, really. But, we have a very, very tough next 5 games. And, we'll have to just keep on building and keep on getting results and keep on taking these games one by one. And I feel that's the best way to do it because, the form we're on now, we didn't lose against Liverpool. That's the main thing. We didn't lose. We're still top of the table. And, any team that's top of the table should be confident about going into their next game. So, I'm confident about getting the result against Fulham. But if we lose against Fulham, then I think a lot of people will be back in the Ole out brigade, So we'll have to see what happens. But let me get into the lineup for the game. So the lineup in the game, I'm going to go with De Gea. Left back, I'm going to go Alex Telles. I would give Shaw a rest here. It's hard because I do prefer Alex Telles in a way that going forward he creates more. But with Shaw, his overall game is brilliant. His defensive side is brilliant, and he's been our best player for our last few games. But I'm going to put Telles in here and rest Shaw. And then centre backs, I'm going to go with Lindelof and Maguire, but he may play Bailly. I think maybe bringing Bailly back in would be the right call here, but Lindelof and Maguire did have good performances against Liverpool, so we'll have to wait and see for that. Then right back, I'm Saka, that's just simple. And then in the middle, I'm going to go with Pogba. Pogba needs to play in the middle. He's playing on the left. He's not built for the left. He's not built for the wing. You have to play Pogba in the middle. So for that reason, I'm going to put Pogba alongside Fred. Or you might see Pogba alongside McTominay, or alongside Matic, or you may even see Fred and McTominay again. We'll have to wait and see, but it's key you do play Pogba in the middle for me. You cannot play him on the left. If you want to play him on the left, then fine by me. But, we're not going to get the best performance out of Pogba, because he can't play on the left. So I'm just going to put him alongside McTominay for this game. In front of him, I'm going to go Bruno, of course. You may see Donny van de Beek, It may be a surprise to see Donny van de Beek in this game. He may start this game, but I feel Bruno will be straight back in. And he looked angry after coming off as well. And, we need Bruno on the pitch to, get going. So I'm going to put Bruno there. On the left, I'm going to go Martial. On the right, I'm going to go Rashford. And up front, I'm going to go Cavani. That's the team we need to play for this game. Because, with Fulham's defence, we can get behind it. We can score goals. And, if we get 1 goal, move on to the next. Get 2 or 3 after that. Because we need to put Fulham away. Because they will always have a chance. Or any team will always have a chance. Like getting back in the game at 1-0. So we'll have to put Fulham away. And I think, we can easily get behind this defence with the right attack. And put Martial on the left. Put Rashford on the right and lead Cavani up top. I think we'll see a lot of goals. But you may see Greenwood in a surprise appearance as well. So we'll have to wait and see what happens in the team. But that's my team selection going into the game. De Gea, Telles, Maguire, Lindelof, Bailly, Pogba, McTominay, and then Bruno on the left, Martial, right, Rashford, up front, Cavani. So tell me your teams down below, guys. Tell me if you agree with me. What changes would you make? And of course, let's talk a bit about Fulham. So in their last games, they've drawn 4 and lost 1. And they'd got a really big point against Chelsea. Fair play to them for that. And did they draw against Chelsea or lose 1-0? Oh no, lost 1-0 against Chelsea, didn't they? They drew against someone else, another big team. I don't know who it is, but forgive me on that because I got that wrong. But they've been finding a bit of form recently. Yes, they've been drawing games, but Cavallero has been playing good, and Scott Mitrovic, is he even playing now? I've not really watched Fulham too much, but I think Mitrovic is up front. You got Babcock Reed, whatever his name is. I'm really unfamiliar with this Fulham team. You got of course, Kenny in the middle, Loftus-Cheek in the middle as well, who can cause us problems. And, I'm not afraid of Fulham to an extent that they score a lot of goals and, cause a threat to us. But I'm afraid that some of their players have been stepping up recently, and Scott Parker has been getting more and more out of this team. So, it's going to be a really interesting game. I feel Manchester United will edge this. I'm going to go Manchester United 2-3, Fulham 0. I'm going to go, Manchester United 3, Fulham 0. So let's get some quick thoughts of Manchester United fans and other fans on the game.
Hey Jack. Thank you for having me back on your channel. Now my prediction for the Fulham-Manchester United game. I think I said on my channel that it's going to be a 3-0 win to Manchester United, but I'm actually going to lower that to only a 2-0 win. Manchester United have just played Liverpool. They're going to play them again in a few days, so they will want to rest their best players. Along with that, Fulham have actually gained some decent points as of late, so I'm not totally ruling them out of it. I will lower it down to a 2-0 win to United, because at the end of the day, United should still win this easily, because we are top of the Premier League.
Alright then, this is my predictions and my thoughts going into the Manchester United's game against Fulham on Wednesday night. I think this is going to be the game that regains Bruno Fernandes' form. He's been in a dip of form recently, but I feel like this is the perfect game for him to get a few more goals and assists, and I think we will win this game. I am feeling confident, especially after the display that we put out against Liverpool. We will be looking for a response, and we do need to win this game if we are to make that point we got against Liverpool count. So in that respect, I'm going to go with a 3-1 win to Manchester United at Craven Cottage. It's not the easiest place to go, mind you, but I think we'll get the job done. We've had a good record recently going to Craven Cottage, and I hope we continue that, and I think we will continue that. So I'm going to go with a 3-1 win to Manchester United, with Bruno Fernandes getting on the score sheet.
It's Man United versus Fulham now. By looking at the previous games, I think Bruno deserves to rest. Bruno, Rashford and Shaw deserves to rest. I think we will start Cavani, Greenwood, Van de Beek and Telles in the next game. This is a must-win game, obvious, because Leicester, City and Liverpool are just behind us in the table. I think we will win by 3-0 or 3-1